shall we quickly work on how is it that we can translate our rough ideas into these sketches? Okay. But do not misunderstand what wireframing is. Basically, use wireframing as a tool for us to go from ambiguity to clarity. So we have the screen over here. So what do we do? What is the business goal? To improve conversions, correct? Okay. And what is the idea which we have over here? Add-ons, okay. And you can basically have a quick add button and then guide them to cart, correct? So just look at the journey of the user. Now let us say this meals is there. It has been selected over here. Same take this particular part. Here, once someone actually adds it to the cart, I want to basically suggest some items over here. Some item is shown over here. The names are literally sitting over here. Okay. See, and while I'm sketching, if you think of it, I don't even know what is going to be here, how big the box should be, what I should write over here. I'm not having any idea about that. Because this medium is allowing me to not have clarity on what to put over here because I just drew a quick line over there. Right? So, see again, some of you might be having that already has this feature, but that's not the point. I'm just wanting to represent that the point of what do we do for wireframing, the point that we do not have clarity, and this method allows us to not have clarity. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you are stuck without ideas, start sketching. Because in sketching, you do not need to have clarity. Any vague idea you have right now can still start working. Even if it is not fully formed in your head right now, it will start getting formed as you keep sketching. Because that's what you'll see right now. Let's say I made this. Okay. Now, do you understand this already? Not really. What does it even mean? For you have something in your mind, some suggestions need to be shown. Let's start asking questions. For example, ask like, will users even understand what you're showing here? This question is there, correct? Oh, maybe, you know what? I think I can go and add one title saying that you might also,
Or maybe like frequently bought together.
or maybe frequently bought together. I can do that. I can make a nice copy of this whole thing.
It can be like complete your meal.
I wish I had more. And in this version, what I will do, look at this. Multiple versions. I can easily do because I'm sketching. Correct? What did you say?
Frequently bought together. Yeah, what else you could be like at certain times, certain like project else in its lunch, you could add certain items for 50% off. Let's say you get Andhra veg meals for 240, but let's say you get the other meal which are
You are asking the
50%.
business to burn money. See, most
Yes.
of our ideas, first idea we'll get is burn the hole in the pocket of the business. The business is saying, please go suggest, make them spend more money. You are like, let's give offers. I'll tell you why I'm addressing this. Your assumption is that people will add only if some offer is there. No, that is the later part. As an experience designer, you need to understand people have the need. They want to add more. They are trying to find what else goes good with it. If we first go and address that, already you have a lot of other people ordering and already you can have better conversions. You got it? Then you want to also increase it. You want to make it a habit. Then you want to push some offers and make it a habit. That's a totally different strategy. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, anyway, two things over here, two lessons. One, no fidelity required. You can literally draw lines, boxes, however you want. First one. Second, multiple versions. I can very easily make multiple versions. I can discard some ideas. I don't like this, discard it and throw that love letter out. You can do that. Yeah? Okay, come on. Ask me questions. Okay?
So can they deselect the one they don't want from the frequently bought together?
Correct. Good question. How can they select and deselect right now?
You have to add CTA button. Like,
Yeah.
and you have to
Yes.
deselect.
Where to add this? And you're like, oh shit, I didn't even add one button. Correct?
Yeah.
Now you'll start adding. Okay? Plus,
In
minus.
a card,
Or maybe
Yes.
we can also add where you could inform the users. You could actually inform the users saying that this particular item goes well with the dish you're buying. The second one might have 50% chance where you might like it, you might not like it.
Whoa.
Nudge
Did
it.
user things like this, dude? 50% chance of you liking, not liking. And
You do.
what did you say? Your idea was?
So like, yeah, I'm a user trying on Andhra meals and I brought Andhra veg meals and I'm looking at frequently bought together. So now I'm not sure. It's like both the meals look very nice. Visually they look nice, the ingredients look nice. But I'm not sure for a first time user which would complement the main meal. So maybe like a small nudge or like a little bar which says this particular meal, when you would like it more with the dish that you've chosen. Maybe the next meal, since you're a new user or a first time user, you might like 50%. Like, you might like it, but you might not love it.
No, dude. No, dude. I can probably say
Yeah.
300 plus people, okay, bought with Andhra veg meal.
So you have like little icon like people's faces or like 3D.
So probably this one might be helpful information because if many people are trying to actually order it, and this you're not burning the whole of the pocket
No.
of the business because you already have this data with you. Who's ordering with what, right? Come on, asking more questions, guys. See, all I
Alright.
have to do is
How
can people see more frequently what together items? How can people see more items? Okay, very good. You are right now. We are suggesting 2 items. Okay, what we will do is we'll keep this here. So they want to see more items. So what we'll do probably we'll extend this box. Okay. And then we will probably say we'll put one icon where they can scroll. Correct? They can click on it and go.
Yeah.
Okay, great. No worries. And if let us say they go, then you have more of these cards. Correct? What we'll do, since there's anyway it's a wireframe, I can also write down my ideas further and then I can say, label it and say that this is basically a quick ad. Okay? I can do that? Yeah? Very good. Now, okay. Keep the principles in your mind. What am I trying to teach over here? Okay, quickly I'll keep writing them here. 1, fidelity. Second, iteration. Correct? We keep getting better as we keep going from less fidelity, that is less clarity. And we're getting through iteration, we're going towards more clarity. Correct? And there's one more point which I will tell a little later. So keep these 2 points in your mind right now and let's keep going forward. Okay, next.
I'll tell you. Limit the number of items over here. Otherwise, users would keep on scrolling and.
Okay, very good. Important question for us to answer is how many items should I show?
Yeah.
Correct. When I said just show one drink, correct?
Yeah.
Now, let us say someone else, you might want to decide that we'll only show these first 2 items only. We'll not show all the other items, which will come on click. Correct? So it can be 2 items. Okay. Or we'll show 5 items because users themselves have clicked on more items. Correct? We have these options. 3 options are there. What do you want to decide on right now? You tell me. One option we'll decide right now.
we can go with 5 because like according to one of the rates now, maybe you have go anything from up to 5 like
5 plus or minus 2. Okay. So I'm going with 5 because Miller's law says, okay. Miller said use 5. That's not how laws work, but anyway, Miller's law says people have 7 plus or minus 2 in their working memory. That's what Miller's law says. Correct? Okay. So in this way, you keep asking questions and you keep getting more clarity out of it. I'll ask this way also. I've taken some decisions and I'll say whether it is required or not. Is this icon required?
No. Since you're using it on a phone, we can become used to it. Yes.
You are naturally very used to scrolling it.
Yeah.
I don't really need this icon, so let me delete it. So then how will people understand whether to scroll or not?
You can have the card extend a little bit towards the left.
You can basically move this card a little bit in such a way that the screen comes over here and you will see a small preview of this other card. Got it?
Yep.
It is possible that we also are left with questions we need more clarity on. Correct? Yes or no? Pretty much possible, right? That means, let us say we have taken a decision. We wanted to go with 5. You have to take a decision. At every iteration, you're taking some decisions. You can't just leave it. I don't know how many items to use, therefore I won't wireframe. That's not how designers do it. They take a decision, but then leave the question open. Note this down. Please note this down. Do not do this mistake. Because you don't know how many items to keep doesn't mean that you are not putting a version down on the paper. Right? That's why I did it that way. I took a decision. I asked you how many, and you said 5. I wrote my current rationale. I'm selecting 5 because I feel people can have until 5 in their working memory. This is my current thought process, my current hypothesis. But do I say this absolutely works? I don't know. Need more clarity? Yes. So if you think of it, you need to always take a decision. You are not taking decisions because you have questions. You will take decisions and still write down the questions. Very, very important, guys. Very important. Because at every stage, you remember what I said? Paper snatching framework. Today, grab the paper from you. Done. Tell me what you have. You need to have. This is where I am right now. It's okay. Product managers, your manager, everyone will come. Senior design, everyone will come. 5 cards. So why are you showing 5 cards? What is the backing for this particular thing? It's okay. You don't have an answer. You're like, yes, I still have that as an unanswered question. I've taken this decision for enough. Further, I will go and try and get an answer. Either I will go and think more about it, or I'll find it out in some manner. Correct? Makes sense, no? But let us say you are scared that people will judge you for putting 5 screens over here and it is not completely clear, that someone will ask and question you your design decisions, and therefore you're not even having that on your paper. Wrong. Don't behave like this. All of us have this complex when we start as designers. Immature designer, tell yourself this. If I'm stopping myself to put something on paper, on my case studies, on my portfolio, on my Figma screens, because someone else will judge me, if I'm stopping myself, I am immature. That's a negative way to say it. I'm a mature designer by putting everything at that current stage. I want people to judge. In fact, when they judge, I'm calling it as usability study and making myself seen in a much better manner. You got it? Right? Makes sense, everyone? I want you to be very clear about this. This is the very big shift from being a user to a designer or a normal person who is scared of judgments and will not showcase their work because they are scared that others will come and judge them. You need to get out of this. All of you willing to get out of this? Yeah. Once I was in Amazon, I was designing for flights in Amazon. Okay. So I was presenting a design where there is a onward flight and then return flight. Okay. Then someone asked me, okay, how do I go to the return flight over here? And then immediately I said, that's great feedback. Thank you very much. Because I didn't have an answer to it. I didn't design that part. It was not clear. I was giving a big presentation to all stakeholders. It was not clear how do we go from this to the return flight, right? So it can happen at any point of time. And everyone laughed. Everyone nicely laughed because I didn't cover up. I didn't try to do anything else. That's feedback. And that forum is there so that I can get feedback. And that's what makes me a designer. It doesn't make me a good designer that I've already solved it. It makes me a good designer that I'm looking for feedback and getting more clarity as I go forward. Got it?